Good morning, everyone. Well, today is actually the day after International Scrapbook Day, but anyway, I am doing a Mintay challenge, and it's for International Scrapbook Day, and the challenge is to use Mintay papers, of course, and to do this sketch. It's so funny because I stopped on it when I was just looking through Facebook, because it's like, oh, it's all my favorite colors. I just love that. Are they coming out with that paper? But it's just the sketch. But it's so pretty, isn't it? So anyway, it's like I was kind of getting everything together, and then I realized I needed two pictures. I had printed out different ones that I was thinking about doing. But the first one I was thinking about doing was the oldest grands. I couldn't get Ashton to cooperate, so in any of the pictures that I took. So anyhow, I've got another funny one that I'll end up doing eventually here. But anyhow, it's like here, this ended up being the best one of these 6 kids. And it's like he's smiling, he's giving him bunny ears, but he already has bunny ears. She's got her hands just like she's not, just relaxed or whatever. And she is laughing so hard. And it looks like she's trying just to stand up. She is, I don't know whether she's doing a countdown or what's going on. And this one here, it's like everybody looks fantastic. And then he is doing this weird face. And I took 10 pictures. And these were the 2 best too. So I thought, I am just totally going to go with this. It's just funny. And I just thought, yeah, I got to remember this moment. Goofy grandkids. So I'm using this. It's from the 6x8 paper. And it's wood. I'm going to use this to mat them on, even though I'm actually using wood as the background too. And in the sketch, they have a bunch of strips, and it looks like it's matted because they've got like a strip of blue around it. And so I am doing a lot of what's here, except for I'm going to put a comical twist to it. Okay, so I have my wood that I'm going to actually put on the background. I'm using this for the background. I think about doing it all the time. And I thought, you know what, today I'm going to do that. I always hate to cut, this, but it's like I've got plenty of embellishments. If I want to, I still have these 2 I can cut out. I can cut out the bird. I can cut out different parts of it. I can use this part, whatever. So to use as little of it as possible, I cut this down to 1 inch. But I love seeing like the different color background around it. And I know Janet from RTS Scrapbooking, I know she pieced together some different ones, and I've done that too. I really like that. But today I thought I'm just going to use that paper because I like that. Okay, I almost just put my tape down the wrong way. Okay, and since I'm going to put it, this is the other side in case you want to see that. And this is one I used for my collection obsession last month. So, I mean, I've really got my money's worth out of this paper because it's almost gone. But I'll still be able to get a lot out of it just because I have the 6x8s. And I think I might do some cards next week too, because I haven't done cards for a while, and sometimes I need one. And to go to the store and buy one, they're like 10 bucks. It's like, that's complete craziness, if you ask me. Okay, on that sketch, now what have I done with it? There is like inking over here. Actually, there's inking over here too. So maybe I'm just gonna take this off here. But I had bought this stencil, and I always wanted a brick stencil, and I thought, I'm just gonna get it one day. I think it might have been on sale one day, or maybe I bought it with you get a percentage off if you order ahead. So I thought, okay, I've got wood, but I'm gonna go have a little brick too. And I'm gonna use this, oh, now I'm kind of rethinking it. Do I want this, or do I wanna do like the, a different shade, maybe the speckled egg? Would I like that with my papers? Now I just have to look at it. Okay. No, I don't think I want that. I think I'm gonna use a brown. It's not brown. What is it? It is walnut stain. And the reason I actually was picking the walnut stain is because every time I've done one of the layouts, and I think I maybe used it once, or maybe not, maybe I didn't, but I love the nest, and it really doesn't, there's really nothing else in this that shows like those colors. So, you know, the browns and stuff. So it's like, okay, so I thought I'm gonna bring that in by using the Distress ink. Okay, and I gotta tell you, you know, it's like I don't do this very often, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, I gotta look at my sketch. Okay. And I'm just gonna, you know, kind of put it where it looks like it is. I don't know how much I need to do, but you know, I'm gonna cover up probably, well, a little bit of it anyway. Okay. If I look like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't. It looks good, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna kind of line it up and do some more down here. I like it a lot. I knew I needed a brick stencil. All my life I've known I needed a brick stencil. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit over here. I don't know, I'll probably, you know, cover up, like I said, I'll cover up some of it, but okay. And I didn't realize that there was a little bit of marking over here, so I think I'm gonna do just a little bit over here too. Maybe just a little bit up in this corner, and then maybe I'll bring it down and do in here. Okay, how about that? I like that. We'll see how it looks at the end. I mean, it's like you gotta learn something somehow, sometime. I mean, if I wanted a brick, I need to know how to use it, right? Okay, so now I need to put down my strips. Okay. And it's like, I wish I would have thought about when I cut it out, the measurements, because if you start out with a 3-inch square, you have all your measurements. It's like then they're all just, you know, 1/4 inch. Okay, so okay, I gotta figure out how my paper goes here. Actually, this goes over here. I must have them just the opposite of the way that I expect them to be. I don't know, we'll see here. Nope, they're all mixed up. Okay. I thought I laid them or picked them up the correct way, but I did not. Okay, because I need this over here. I'm just kind of getting my, where I need everything. I think I need that next, because it kind of goes, you know, it starts smaller and goes wider and then goes small. So that's what I'm thinking as I'm putting this out here. I did have, some of these are scraps, some are from the 6x8 paper. This was definitely a scrap, this is scrap, this was a scrap. Okay, and where does this go? I think it goes here. So I'm almost right, okay. And this actually overlaps that, and this goes here, and yep, you will see a little bit of the brick here and there. Okay. I thought I might not by the time I got done. Okay, but yep, you will. Okay, and more of it goes this way than the other way. Okay, and now I'm gonna kind of look at where my pictures are gonna go. And this one's gotta be the low one because this one overlaps the other one. And a little bit of both of these is supposed to show. But I think the photos still kind of go in the middle. So that's what I'm going to figure out here. Okay, so this needs to come over about here. Maybe there. Okay, I'm not going to overlap it too much. I mean, it overlaps like a corner, but I think theirs are just a little shorter than mine. Okay, so I think that's about where I want the photos. So I'm going to grab a pencil and mark that. Because I want to make sure I have my strips kind of in the general area. I think that's probably, I think I got to be up just a little bit more. Okay. So I'm going to put a mark right here. And let's see, mark right here. Okay, and I wonder if that's might be all I need is right there. Okay, so if I start this one right here, I think I'm going to be good. And then I have to, of course, go up to the point where one is my larger. I think this, my plaid is my longest one. Okay. And I'm gonna tape them in case, you know, I get to a point where it's like, oh, this is not the right place. Because you know how I am. It's like, I hate it if they're crooked. When I was working with my friend, helping her with the layouts, she wanted a little guidance on. It's like I was, it's like I would be like so worried about putting them down. I said, it's worse when you're helping somebody because you think, oh, if I mess it up, I'm messing up their thing, you know. I probably made that mark and I won't know where it's at. Okay. Okay, it's almost even with where I'm gonna put this one. Okay. So actually I need to put this one up just a little bit higher than that. Okay. And I'm actually gonna overlap this one because I know I cut it a little bigger than what I needed it, or a little wider. Okay, and I want it to come down just a little bit more. Okay, and I'm just gonna carry on. Hubby's home. He's been plant shopping, And it was a tough job because his wife's really fussy about her tomatoes, and they didn't have a good selection. Ain't that right, hubby?
That is right.
Because I like heirloom tomatoes, because they taste better than any other. Okay, how am I going to remember this? It's about 1 piece of wood and a 1/4 inch. Don't let me forget that. Okay, I think I'm going to overlap some of these a little. Some of them look like they're overlapped, but they all have that gradual, you know, higher, or that diamond shape kind of. In fact, I probably should have just kind of drew that in. Probably would have been a lot easier. Okay. And sorry about the bombing noises. The military over here is really, really bombing. Okay, this is my tall one, yep. When me and hubby first got together, and they would, it was always kind of a shock with all the bombing, because I was not used to that. And it's like sometimes, you know, the pictures on the wall would just go, eh. Okay, so now I'm going back to small. We've got to the top of the diamond. And I love the floral in the mix, but it's also going to get another paper over it. Is this the one? I gotta look at my cheat sheet. Yep, that's it. Okay. So that's it right there. All these papers are so pretty, so I kind of like getting to see them all layered together. Okay. And then we're still going downsizing. Okay, and now I'm back to just hitting them or put them right next to each other, because the rest of them, part of them won't even be seen, you know, bits and pieces of them won't be seen just because of the layout. And it's just like in the picture, it's the same way. Okay. And then this one here, it's like hardly anything, but I thought that's cute. I don't even know if any of it will show because I can see it's in the picture, but it's kind of hidden underneath. You can just kind of see that there's things still in here. So I'm just doing the same so that if anybody shows that it's all in there. Okay, so now we should be good. I just got to remember which one's first. Okay, this one goes up here. And I think it's right about here. Yeah, it's about that 1/4 inch down. So I'm remembering that. And this will be going here. And I love the brick. I can't wait to use it again. I'm already psyched. And you see I did cover up most of that. I'm gonna cover up a little bit of this. I think if I do that, let me check my center again. Yep, that is pretty close, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Okay, and I'm just letting it overlap that a little bit. I'm coming down about a 1/4 inch on that second board. Okay. And isn't that just gorgeous? I mean, this paper is stunning. Okay, and then a little bit of overlap. Okay, now I'm going to check it again. Oh, I was way off. Okay. I was hanging off the edge there. Okay, I'm going to go this way just because my ruler doesn't cooperate when it gets over to the one side. Okay, there we go. Now for the fun part. Okay, so I had bought these vellums, and I actually kind of forgot that I bought them. And then I thought, let me go see what I have, because I thought I haven't got to play with any of them, and I really want to. Okay, so I am going to play with these. Oh, also I have, where's my other little thing here? Oh, I have an egg. So this little egg, I am going to use the speckled egg on, even though it's, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should use pink, because I was going to say otherwise it's the only speckled egg in the whole thing. Unless I did that one with the speckled egg too. Maybe I'll do that. I think I'm going to use the speckled egg. Okay. I'm probably going to be kind of light anyway. But I love inking the Chippies, and I'm going to do it just a little bit darker on the bottom. They take the ink so well. I just love it. Oh, and let me show you the one I'm using. There's two different Easter ones, but this is the one I've chose to use things off of. You can see I've used this. I've taken out one of the eggs. I've taken out this egg, but I'm not going to use that. And I've taken out the rabbit, and I'm not going to use that. And I also have the letters, and I'm going to be using those. And I didn't bring those out, but you're going to see those here shortly. Okay, so I am going to do this in speckled egg, so I have it twice. Okay, I don't know if I'll need more than that. And again, I'm going to just do a little bit more on the bottom. And the Chippies, you take them out with like, there's like a few spots where it's connected to the background, and you just take them out with a razor blade. And then I've got a Dremel tool, so I looked up and seen my battery was gonna stop, so I had to get it together and fix it. Okay, so I've got love here, because in spite of how goofy they were and didn't give me a good picture, I still love them. Okay, so I'm going to use now this, let's see, is the Rustic Wilderness. Oh, and I got all these sponges here, but I'm using these. Rustic Wilderness, and I am just going to use some green down at the bottom of these letters, almost like they're sitting in the grass. So I'm just doing the bottom. Oh, I think I need a little bit more green. Okay. And they sell a whole Chippy alphabet, and they had quite a few letters in that, so I thought I was going to try those, and I like the idea of being able to color them, so that's fun. Okay, and then my other color is the Kitsch Flamingo. And if I remember right, I gotta keep adding pink, so I'm gonna just leave it open. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Most of it's pink, you know, I just put that little bit of green so it kind of looks like the letters are stuck in the grass, like Easter grass. Actually, right now it's the same color as my my Easter basket I had when I was a kid. It's that color pink. I forgot about it at my house, or at my daughter's house. It was like, there it was. I said, do you know how old that basket is? It's old. Still looked like when I got it. Don't make stuff like that anymore. Okay. I actually tried coloring it the other way and it's like, nope, that's not right. So I always practice on the back first. Okay, so I want to get a little bit down in the bottom of the L. So it's just, and I want to get a little bit right here too. Okay, I think that's pretty good there. Oh, and I wanted to take and do just the buds, or actually it might all be leaves. It might all be leaves at this part, but I'm gonna make it pink up here, so I got just another color. And then I'm gonna use that green again. Oops. And I'm not gonna do the bunny, just gonna leave him the natural color. And hopefully I won't give him a green tail as I'm inking, or green ears. Okay, I think that's pretty good right there. Okay, now I can start doing what I call the fun part. Okay, I'm gonna have this roughly, gotta find my cheat sheet here. Okay, I want this, I think the nest kind of looks like it goes like this. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. And you know, anything I can tape, I will. Even though my tape's about ready to run out too. First my battery, now the tape. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. I have the daffodils or jonquils, probably daffodils. And I'm gonna kind of pop that behind the, just like it's right behind the nest. Right here by Aiden, that's giving me the silly look. Okay, I just changed my tape. Okay, I've got a flower here that I'm actually gonna put behind this. But I want one of these little vellum flowers right here. So I'm gonna put that there, and I'll probably need glue for that. Okay, what side do I want showing? I don't know if it matters. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put the white, the part where it looks like it's drawn on, I'm gonna put that in the back. And I'm gonna let it overlap the photo just a little. And then I have this other little leaf, I'm gonna put that there. Okay, and then I have my flower, and I think I'm gonna put glue on that since I'm gonna overlap it with the chippy. And don't you just love those vellums? It's like I was so excited about getting to use them, and then I forgot all about them. Okay, And then I have the Chippy. Okay, and I'm just gonna have that overlap the flowers so it looks like the eggs got that flower in it. Okay. And then I have another one of the leaves, the vellum leaves, and I'm gonna just stick this right underneath this nest. Then I have the bird. I love these bigger birds. They're just so gorgeous. Oh, maybe I should put him up on, I think I'm gonna put him up on dimensionals. Or maybe, I don't know if it's him or her. He's guarding the nest though. And I need a smaller one. I need a half one for behind, under his tail. I don't know if I've used one of the biggest birds like this yet, but they're just beautiful. Okay, did I take that off? Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna stick him right here on the nest. Oh, I don't want to cover up the flowers. Okay. Okay, I got all the stuff I want there. Okay, and then over here in this corner, I'm gonna put this, I thought since they're being goofy, I'm gonna put this Volkswagen, what is it? It's not a, it's like a, what are the, it's like a van, because it's a van. I was gonna see what it is, I was gonna call it a station wagon. It's not a station wagon. Okay, again, I'm putting one of the little flowers, vellum flowers. And I got a leaf too. And I'm gonna put the leaf kind of like tucking up here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the Volkswagen. I put that up on dimensionals also. To push them down further, otherwise they want to pop up. Trying to be fast. Okay, so I'm gonna just have this right at the bottom of that vellum flower because I want to be able to see that. And then I have love. I'm gonna kind of want it kind of wonky because they're being so goofy. Wait until you see the one I did of the whole family, the one that I actually got Ashton in. It's gonna be, that's a really funny one. I didn't actually realize I had funny ones here until I went to look at them up close. You know, when you're looking through the camera, it's like sometimes you can't see all the faces that are going on. But I thought I love them in spite of that face that's ruining my perfect photo. Okay, which way do I want it tipped? I think like that. Okay. Oh, and then I have a butterfly. Because, you know, if there's a butterfly in the collection, I'm going to use it. Because that's just the kind of girl I am. Can't pass up using the butterfly. Okay, and I always glue the body and put the wings up on dimensionals, and make sure you got the body down first, otherwise you end up with one of those flat hovering butterflies. Okay. And then up here in this corner, I am going to have another of the vellum flowers. And you know, really you could probably put glue anywhere underneath those white lines, because it's like, I don't think you could see them. Okay, let's see. I'm going to kind of put it like that. I've got a flower and an egg I want to put right here. So I think right there. I've got another leaf. Now I always got to decide where the leaf is coming from. Okay, this side over here. And we got the cold air return there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and let this kind of camouflage it as much as vellum can. Okay. And I've got the little egg that I want here. And I think just the flower right next to it. I think I'm going to tip the egg just a little bit. And then the flower right next to it. Okay. And maybe I'll put that up on a dimensional also, so I can have it overlapping the egg a little. Okay. And then I have this. I don't think I've used the lamb yet, but he's so cute, he should be used. He's adorable. Okay, so I'm going to put the lamb, I think right next to the little pink flower. And then I have the rain boots with the tulips in it. And I'm going to put that maybe kind of level with him. And then put the, I think I'm going to put it back just the hair. And then I have the little chickadee. Okay, and then I have another butterfly, of course. I figure I've got 3 flying things here. 2 butterflies. Oh, I think I have one more thing. Where is that? Okay, I'm gonna put the butterfly like he's flying away from that. So I do have 3 flying insects. So my other one is this little bumblebee. And I think I'm going to put it like he's just leaving the vellum flower down here. Okay, now I pulled out 2 loves that I thought I might kind of put them in the different clusters, because I have one here. I could stick one up here, over here. I like it there. or down here? I think I'm going to put it right in the flower. Like I'll see it enough. I'm going to lay it there. I think I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and then I've got this pink one. And these is from the word sticker sheet. And I'm going to stick this one down in here. I forgot to kind of play with these and decide where I want them, but I knew I could stick them here somewhere. Okay. And then I have some Easter sequins that I bought from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. And I'm going to use that for my finishing touches. So I think that should be good. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to have it a little looser here. Okay. And since I used that speckled egg, I guess I can use the turquoise also. I think that's good. Let me see, I want some over here. Put that one there. Oh, let's see, I'll put a pink one here. And a yellow one over. Oh, that's white. Oh, I got white ones. No, that is yellow. It looks white when the light hits it just right. Okay. And then I need some up in here. I'm gonna put one there. And here. And maybe one over here. Okay. Yeah, that light hits it just right. You can't even tell what color it is. Okay, yellow. And then pink. And then I think I want the turquoise one up here. So that is it. That is so fun. I love it. Love it. They were so goofy. I can't wait for them to see it. Now this will go in my album. I figure since they're all in it, well, everybody but Ashton, I'll just have to get him later. So thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.